Gemini, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of June 2025. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there's an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Gemini. What do we got? We got stuff. We got stuff swirling around. The overall energy for the reading, the Six of Pentacles. We got an energy of equal give and take. Now, I don't know what to do with that. Is it here? Is it something you're wishing for? I don't know yet. Starting off the reading, you get the Eight of Cups crossed by the World card. You're done. You're done with something. You're no longer emotionally invested in something, so you're closing off that cycle. In your focus, you get the Six of Wands. You're feeling like you achieved something, or like you're coming through as, man, I did it, you know. It feels very, very good. Okay. In the recent past, the Two of Swords, lots of confusion about something here. Maybe the cycle that's coming through for you to close or something, I don't know. In your strength, the Five of Pentacles, yeah, you're cutting something off. You're cutting yourself out of something. You're like, yeah, I'm out of here. Okay. In the immediate future, the Nine of Swords, little stressed out about something here. I don't know about what yet, but we'll see. Supporting this reading, the Ace of Swords, there's a lot of movement to you, a lot of moving type of an energy. So you get shit done here, either through closing the cycle, starting something new, or like your energy is constantly moving. Not you physically, but your energy is on the go, you know, getting shit done. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Ten of Pentacles. There's something going on around home for you, I would say. Could be work, but I'm getting home with this one. I don't know what it is. It doesn't have to be, oh my God, what's going on? Quite the opposite. I feel like something is kind of sitting down there. Something is happening in a stable way, just like it should. In your hopes and fears, the Two of Cups. You know, you're hoping for the best, man. You're hoping for the best outcome for all of the situations in your life. There's that kind of, you know, hopeful type of an energy of, you know, I hope everything's going to be okay. Especially tied up to one particular situation, which I don't know what that is. In your potential outcome, the Ace of Cups. Brand new beginning there. Looks good. Feels good. Let's clarify. Let's see what's going on. Let's do the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Swords. So there's this sharing of energies, right? Equal give and take, which usually suggests a partnership or a potential for a partnership. You're giving me a sense of, I'm unsure if I want to involve myself in it. So if there's any kind of partnership on the horizon, there seems to be a little bit of uncertainty on your side, a little bit of, I don't think you've made up your mind about it yet. There seems to be again a moving force, because your energy keeps on moving here. It just doesn't stand still, like an instinctual, okay, let me do this, okay, let me open up to this. But behind it all, behind the curtains there's definitely a sense of, oh no, I'm not sure yet. Okay. You don't have to be yet. For the Eight of Cups, you get the Five of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Strength card. So you're disconnected emotionally from something, but you're still putting energy into it, which is shown up as deceptive. It's like you're in this room right here, but you don't want to be here, but you're here, you know? Which I don't even know why you wouldn't want to be in this room, but okay. Good for you. Let's do the World card. The King of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. There's still an open door there a little bit, but maybe things changed or are changing. I think you feel like you've got the upper hand now. Maybe that's how the cycle is closing. Because before, maybe you didn't feel that. Now you're, because of this detachment, because you no longer have an emotional stake in it. So now you're more free to be yourself. And to, it's like, I got nothing to lose anymore. So fuck it, I'll just be me. Because you seem to have the upper hand here. You seem to feel like, not that you're in control, but like, I can be me and I can do whatever I want because, there's no stake in this anymore. Well, that might change things up then. Let's do the 6 of Wands. By allowing yourself to free yourself from this, you actually allowed yourself to be you. And that gives you the upper hand. That's so fucking funny. For the 6 of Wands in your focus, you get the Lovers, the Temperance card, the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, it seems like you've been waiting for quite a minute here for a connection to come together here, to form, to something to happen. I don't know. It feels like maybe it's happening. Maybe not in the way you envisioned it or imagined that it would. But something is coming together. Or you're giving me the indication of, yeah, something's coming along quite nicely. And the connection doesn't have to be to a person, by the way. It could be to the energy of a house. You're getting a new house. Or, you're moving somewhere. That, you know what I mean? Let's do the 2 of Swords. You get, in the recent past, you get the Judgment card, the Knight of Wands, the Death card. Ooh. You are like... right now, as this cycle comes to a close, it almost feels like a given, like natural. The way it's happening, it feels natural, in place. Well, in the past there, you're showing up from all of the confusion around this. You're showing up as, I'm gonna end this, goddammit, and I'm gonna break some doors on the way out. And windows. That's how because you were so frustrated and so confused about the whole situation that you definitely didn't have the upper hand there, if it kind of riled you up in that way. I don't know if you did that, if you ended up going there and going through with that energy, but in the way that it feels, it's super, super charged. And it's coming from a lot of frustration over the situation. But right now it seems calm, smooth, like, yeah, whatever. For the 5 of Pentacles in your strength, you get the 9 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles. You feel so much better though. You feel like you're free, independent. You can be you. And what's ironic about it is even before you could have been you. You just didn't allow yourself to. Because there's always those fears of, well, if I attach myself to something that I deem as important to me, I need to be at my best behavior. Does that reflect the real me? Probably not. Because we all have flaws. We all have all sorts of not the best behavior, usually. So when we release ourselves from that pressure that we put ourselves under, it's like you can be you. You can be the real version of you, which again, doesn't have to be perfect. It's probably not the worst. So it's just you. It's real. You know what I mean? So you gave yourself that permission by removing yourself from this to be you, which is beautiful. And you didn't even know you were doing it. Let's do the 9 of Swords in the immediate future. The High Priestess, the 9 of Wands, the 8 of Cups. Something's troubling you here, and it starts with just a little bit of stressing out about something. And it gets to the point of you get so caught up in the stress of that, even if it starts with just a little, that you make it bigger and bigger and bigger, and you lose sight of your intuition, you lose sight of how connected you are to yourself. You disconnect from yourself. So that could be something that can be prevented. The minute you start to worry about whatever the hell shows up here, just take notice of that. That in itself is going to keep you somewhat connected to yourself. because you need that observant side of you that comes from within, not from your mind. The mind is just going to amplify this. Let's do the Ace of Swords. In the supportive energies, you get the Page of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Swords. What is this under pressure type of an energy? Like a pressure cooker type of thing. What is this? It's like you're super psyched to jump into something, but then the minute you jump in, you kind of think of it as there's a fire that looks fucking amazing and you want to get closer and closer to it because it feels good, it feels warm, and it's like, oh, and then you got too close and like, ouch, I burned myself there, fuck. That's kind of how this energy feels like, where you show up super, like, oh man, I can't wait, and then once you do it, it's like, yeah, no. Why? And you don't change your mind or anything, is because you get burned in there by your own excitement of it. Like you get carried away or something. Which, yeah, stay excited. It's a beautiful energy. It's just a little too much. Maybe tone it down a little there, because it might prevent you from getting burned here. For the Ten of Pentacles in the hidden energies, you get the Queen of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Seven of Wands. There's a commitment to someone here. There's a lot of love within this commitment. It's close to home, really close to home. I don't think it's working out that great at this moment in time. It looks like a maternal figure. Doesn't have to be maternal necessarily, but they carry that kind of a frequency to them, whoever this is to you. And it almost looks like, from an energetic standpoint, for some reason there's a little bit of distance there that you're implementing, and I don't think you're realizing that. I don't think it's one of those, well, yeah, they piss me off. I don't think it's showing up like that. I think it's a subtle energy of a little bit of distance from this. Just a tiny little bit. Let's do the Two of Cups and the Hopes and Fears, the Hierophant, the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. Things are changing up within this situation where you're closing off the cycle. There's a massive change at play. I don't think it's closing off completely and out of your life completely. I think it's shifting into something else. As I said, right now within the situation, you're showing up as if you got the upper hand. You may have pursued this from one angle up until this point, but now that you've released yourself emotionally from this, the stake is no longer there. And again, it allows you to be you, which kind of, again, offers you the opportunity to have the upper hand here. And things are shifting. This might turn into a friendship or who knows what, but it's allowed to shift into something else. And that's exactly what's happening. You know, not only are you allowing yourself to be you and free from any kind of expectation over it or over yourself even within the situation, but you're allowing for this dynamic to shift into something that could potentially work, you know, as something else other than what you wanted it to be. For the Ace of Cups, in the potential outcome, you get the Devil, the Nine of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. There is a potential for a brand new beginning here, which is stressing the hell out of you. Maybe that's what's happening in the immediate future there. But it needs to stress the hell out of you, because I see you learning something from that experience of being stressed to such extent about it. The energy is pure, simple, it's right there, it's fresh, something brand new, right? And I think what's kind of creating this stressed out type of an energy, I think it's a lack of trust. That it is something good, it is something that's going to take you, who knows where, to the next chapter of your life. You just got to trust it. You know, trust yourself and trust the process. And I think that's what's meant to be revealed to you here through you stressing the hell out of it, you know. Okay. You're doing good here. You're doing good. Let's see what the universe has as a final advice. The King of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Five of Wands. When it comes to responding to things that impact you in certain ways, try to take a couple of steps back before you respond, because I see you responding from being hurt by something. So with that, and it's going to create quite the shit show if you do that. That means if you're dealing with, let's say, a friendship that at this moment in time, maybe it's not doing that great, or maybe it's this maternal figure here. You're responding out of a sense of being triggered, you know, not from, hey, let me breathe, let me take that all in, and then let me properly come at this. You're responding from, oh, what did you say? Are you fucking kidding me? You know, and so it might create a little bit of, when you find yourself trying to come out like that, chill, take a few steps back, breathe, and then come back at it. Okay. Let's do Into the Lonely Woods Oracle. Drink from your own well, water your own garden. Self-love much? Let's see, number 6. When we are alone, we learn how to not take our inspiration or sustenance from others. We do not drink from their wells. We do not feed from their cauldrons. We do not need anyone else's energy to generate our own. We can create our own energy, find the source of the spring within us, and begin to drink from that and discover who we are when we are most ourselves. Within you is the spring. Drink from it. Within you is the garden. Water it. Find the source within you. Do not seek inspiration elsewhere. This is not the time for that connection. Now is the time to follow the path until you discover the grail of the self and become your own light. So basically focus on yourself, because you got everything you need at this moment in time. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.